beautiful Sagittarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career reading for the end of March right through to the end of April 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings, I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I'll never ask you for your credit card details and I'll never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's get to your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Sagittarians, this is your career reading. I'm doing it on the 19th of March 2022. We've just had that full moon in Virgo, so you will have felt really sensitive at this time, but also you may have had an extra boost where you decided to think about your career and be really philosophical about it, create some sort of plan, organize, or start to strategize in your mind as to what is your next move when it comes to your career. Also, this particular time, you start to feel a little bit critical about yourself, so please shift to any sort of negative self-talk during this time. I mean, this is a perfect energy to be in, because that Virgo full moon tends to make us feel a little bit sort of anguish, or a little bit sort of critical about the choices that we have made. So show some compassion towards yourself at this time. Now I'm going to get all of your cards before I discuss your reading, but it's looking really positive. We've got the Sun there, we've got the Justice, and we've also got the Magician energy. So a lot of powerful doing energy, a lot of sort of taking action kind of energy going on in your reading so far. We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the Ace of Cups. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know regarding their career? Can you please guide them for their highest good? We've got the Ten of Pentacles. Love to see that in a career reading. And we've got the Hierophant. Okay, so what's going on here? I feel like your dedication, your commitment, your willpower, and your talent is actually going to bring you a lot of financial reward, okay? But I feel like you're trying to be positive. You're trying to do a lot of manifestation in your career. You're trying to see the glass half full rather than half empty. Even if you've been feeling a little bit low vibe or stagnant recently, I feel like you're trying to be positive. It's not that you're trying to like paint a smile on your face and just get on with life. I feel like you're really genuinely trying to look towards a brighter future. Now the Sun card is all about the light. It is about the truth. So I feel like you're being really honest with yourself about the next steps that you are deciding to take in your career. I mean, the Sun card indicates you're looking towards what makes you happy. And if your career right now, if it's making you feel a little bit anxious, because we got the Five of Swords here, which can be a little bit of, you know, mental conflict or some sort of just a little bit of overthinking going on there. I feel like you're trying to find other outlets in your world to create space to breathe, okay? The Sun card is about success. So I feel like you are sort of positively looking towards your success point, your end game, as it were. And I feel like things are going to start to flourish. When you get the Sun card, this is about you realizing that anything and everything is possible. And actually, there is an offer coming on in here, but you're aligning yourself with your heart, okay? When you get the Sun card, this is about you blossoming, having confidence, recognizing that you have skill and you can, you know, laser-like focus with that Magician card energy. You can accomplish whatever it is you're setting out to do, okay? The Sun is also the warmth. So I feel like you're going to be in a bit of a good mood, a better mood than usual. And I mean, wherever you are, depending on where you are in the world, I feel like some of that is because the Sun has come out, okay? It's almost like things feel a little bit brighter, okay? Probably because we're just coming into, you know, major spring period there. So things start to flourish, thrive, and feel a little bit better in general. But in terms of your career, I feel like you've got your goal in your mind, and you're setting on your way to achieve it, okay? This is about your happy spot. So it's almost like you are, yeah, you're in pursuit of happiness. That's what I get. And I mean, of course, everybody is. I mean, look at those tears, or that sort of water, those petals, whatever you want to call them. I feel like, I mean, they're all golden. So I feel like all your hard work, your blood, sweat, and tears is worth whatever it is that is the outcome, because you will achieve it, okay? The Magician says whatever you're thinking about, you can have in the physical plane, and you're taking strides to accomplish it. Now, it is crossed by the Five of Swords. So I'm just going to pull a quick card on this, because the Five of Swords is a little bit of overthinking. Sometimes, especially when we look at what we want to achieve, sometimes we start to self-sabotage ourselves with negative thinking, okay? So I just need to pull a quick card on that. We all do it as humans. We all start to get a little bit tense about the possibilities of what we could achieve, and then start thinking about how we may not achieve it, or how whatever it is we want to achieve becomes this great big task, and we start to sort of get all up in our head and get anxiety, okay? This card can be about tension and conflict, but the Five of Swords can be about, you know, good conflict. It keeps us on our toes. It stops us from being complacent, okay? So I feel like you're, there's part of you here that is actually thinking about you, okay? Because I feel you do a lot of thinking about other people, my beautiful Sagittarians, and that's just across the board in your life. And I feel like you're trying to do something for you with regards to your career to step up, okay? Let me just pull a quick card on that Five of Swords. Now, the Justice card there is in the resistance position. So I feel like you may have thought that there was something, I mean, because that card actually didn't want to come away. It wanted to remain there. And we've got a Knight of Pentacles there, okay? So definitely there is an offer coming on in here that is financially rewarding. I just wanted to see why it wasn't coming away with the whole deck. But thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know? Okay, so there's been some sort of delay or frustration here. The Eight of Wands indicated that you know what you want to do, you know where you want to go, but you may have felt something, it's almost like an exterior energy has kept you on hold, or there's news here that you've been waiting on and you feel like you've been left out in the cold. We got a Five of Pentacles here. What they're indicating here is that there's a bit of a delay. I'm just going to go one more, because for some of you, if you've put your resume out there, for example, and you've been waiting to hear back and you haven't heard anything, you may feel like, I didn't get the job, or I didn't get it, okay? Because I feel like here, there's like a little bit of anxiety. I mean, it's another number 5 here. There's a little bit of anxiety that you've been left out, or in some way an opportunity went somewhere else and you feel that you're like stuck. I feel like you're going to be surprised with the Ace of Cups, because there is an offer coming through, okay? Oh, that knocked the Moonstone right off. We got the Sun card in the reverse, okay, which is the delay. But I feel like you're still trying to be positive and happy and try and, you know, energize yourself. If you've been feeling low motivation and drive, you're definitely going to get a boost of energy connected to your career over this period. From pretty much, you should be feeling it from today or tomorrow, I'm getting. This sudden boost of wanting to, I mean, you keep coming up with the goods, because the Ten of Pentacles indicates you will be financially rewarded for something. They're sort of indicating there's been some sort of delay in your career, or something that you've been working really hard towards and it's taking time, and you're always wondering, am I really going to get there? When am I going to get there? When is the opportunity going to come? It always feels like it's just out of reach. Well, actually, it's bringing you the Big Ten. I mean, you're getting the Ten of Pentacles twice in your reading, which means, you know, I like to say this to some of my friends sometimes. I'm like, you know what, open your purse and let the money rain right on in when you get these cards. So it indicates that in 2 decks there, you've got financial reward coming on in. There will be enough money. There will be abundance. There will be affluence here. Now, some of you, I feel like this is your wealth of knowledge actually helps you achieve something, and having confidence. It's like your confidence, your skill, your know-how, and you're making really good decisions for you, because we've got the Justice card there. It leads to huge financial reward in the long term, okay? But I feel sometimes, especially with that Justice card in this position, sometimes you can't see it. As you can see, she's blindfolded. So it's almost like trying to use your intuition to weigh up and a decision. And, you know, it's like having blind faith that you will be successful, that things will work out in your favor, and have courage to go after those goals and dreams you will achieve. Okay, we'll come to that side in a moment, but they are indicating that you will be rewarded. There's definitely some sort of offer coming on in here for you. Now, for example, Five of Swords can be, if you're at a workspace, for example, and you're, okay, they're giving me 2 songs at the same time. That is crazy. I've never had 2 songs come at the same time, and I'm like, what? And actually, I feel like they're connected. I'm going to have to dissect them in a moment, because to hear them both at the same time, I'm trying to tune into 2 songs, which is like crazy. So I'm just going to put them on hold for a second and talk about what I was going to talk about, which is Five of Swords. At your workspace, there may be some sort of conflict between you and another person, or there may be someone who, or something that has been unfair. There could be some sort of verbal, I don't want to say disagreement, but I just feel tension. There's something, so I feel, if there's someone here that you don't get on with at work and they've been isolating you in some way, I feel like they're going to, I kind of feel like there's an element here of jealousy, that either you're getting paid more than them, or there's something here, you get rewarded, almost like some sort of promotion or raise, or something comes on in financially, is rewarding for you. And I feel like the tension is coming from the fact that they can see that you are more skillful than them, or you have greater opportunity than them. So I feel like this is coming from a place of lack from this person. Again, that doesn't help you, my beautiful Sagittarians. I feel like this person is very conflicted. So they may be doing that to distance themselves because they feel defeated in some way. They're causing a bit of drama. And I mean, I would be mindful, you know, my mother always says, you know, like, kill them with kindness, you know, always be sort of nice to a person. And, you know, even if you know that they are not really on your team or on your side in some way, because it just makes them like get even more infuriating, and eventually they burn themselves out and they leave the situation alone. But if you rise to the challenge, or rise to some sort of, if this person is pushing your buttons and doing it on purpose, they want a reaction so that you sabotage your chances of being successful. So if you're in an office environment, for example, and there's someone who pushes your buttons, they could be doing it on purpose so that you react in a way that looks not professional, or could be detrimental to your progress within the career. Now, that's not going to resonate for everyone, but they're just giving me that for a reason for someone out there. So I'm just going to leave it like that, okay? Now, also, the songs that they're giving me, could you separate the songs, please? Wow, thank you so much. I'm sure grateful. So the answer was a resounding no, okay? So that's really interesting. So they're obviously something that's meant to be heard at the same time. Let me see if I can hone in. I got no strings to hold me down, to make me cry, to make me frown. Okay, that's clearly, I got no strings. That's clearly, what's that? Pinocchio, or Pinocchio, however you say it. Pinocchio, I got no strings. Yeah, that's that one. Got no strings. So maybe you are detaching yourself from something, or you feel like someone's trying to control you, because a puppet, you may feel like someone's trying to control a situation at work, or you feel controlled, or you feel tied down at your workspace, and you're freeing yourself up from something, and maybe you're leaving something in order to do something greater, or you've put your resume out there to look out for others' job sources that bring a lot more money and give you a lot more freedom. Because Sagittarians, you're always that sign that I always say that you're someone who needs space. You need to be able to move. You're the wanderer of the zodiac. You like to explore, and you don't like to be like tied down. So maybe that's what that is. Oh gosh, you know, I think it's from the same thing. When you wish upon a star. Okay, right. I hope I get the company right here. I think it's a Disney thing. I'm not really sure. I mean, I watched Pinocchio when I was a child, and I haven't watched it since, so I can't really tell you. So I think they're from the same thing. when you wish upon a star. So I feel like this is about, I mean, if it's from the same thing, then it's from the same movie, which is the Pinocchio thing. And that's about a little boy who's making a wish to be their greater authentic self. And they want to come into their own. They want to find their identity. They want to find their way. They don't want to be controlled. They want to be independent. So, I mean, also, perhaps you're dealing with someone at work who is lying in some way, or did some sort of lie or some sort of slander towards you or something like that. So please take it as it resonates. I'm not really sure how it does. I mean, maybe you've got children and you just watched that film, or it's a references that will come up in the next couple of days or just after this reading. I mean, that's so crazy to get two songs at the same time. I think they're from the same thing, but I'll have to check. Okay, I think they're from Pinocchio. So that is about releasing ties. You may have been feeling completely like, I feel like you're breaking cords or breaking chains, and I feel like you're moving forward. The Ace of Cups is your next card, which means that there is an offer coming on in for the universe. But first of all, you are actually aligning yourself with your heart. You're recognizing that you have a lot of possibilities available to you in your career when you get this card. Your dream, oh, wonderful. They just gave me, you're bringing your dreams into being. Your optimism. Oh, I missed that bit. They said, they've just corrected me. Your optimism is bringing your dreams into being. And that's exactly that card, the Sun. Your optimism is bringing your dreams into being. Very important. Okay, that is a very important message. They're actually showing it to me in the water and they're underlining it. So either this is something you've written down or it's a quote that you live by. I'm not sure if it's a quote, probably not, but it should be probably. Then there's something in this message for you, okay? The Ace of Cups, when you apply it to your career, this is about an opportunity that aligns completely with your heart, something that emotionally connects to you, that feels like it is emotionally fulfilling, and the universe actually brings, you know, normally in the traditional decks, a hand from the universe offers this cup of love, as it were. So I feel like there's an offer here that aligns with your spirit and also brings a lot of peace. As you can see in this particular deck, we've got a turtle there. So it may have been slow moving progress, and you may have felt like you were buried under a whole load of work, and you're working your way up towards something that is going to bring a lot of peace. We've got a lotus flower there. So I feel like it's been slow moving, but boy, are you on the right track. And the more you keep digging up, the more you keep going up and up and up. I feel like the only way is up for you, okay? And I feel like it brings a lot of peace and opportunity. Not only are you doing something that you love doing, it brings financial reward, okay? Now, the next card we got here is the Justice card. So the Justice card is all about balance and harmony, of course, but it is also about a personal decision that you need to make that will change your future. So I feel you're leading with truth and fairness, and if anyone has, been corrupt or there's been some sort of dispute between you and another person, I feel like have courage, for you will actually succeed, okay? Some of you, if you've been going through some sort of workplace disagreement, or you've been going through the legalities with your an ex-work or something like that, I feel like stand strong, because there is a financial payout from this. I feel like you will be rewarded for whatever tension or whatever damage they've done in the past, okay? Now, of course, that element is not going to resonate for everyone. This card is number 8. Normally, the Justice card in the Major Arcanas is number 11. So this being number 8, and this is the ex-Animo Tarot deck by Bon Augure, this means you're being really honest with yourself. Plus, you're making decisions based on what makes you happy, something that is fair. You tend to put other people's needs first. And if you felt a lot of responsibility to take care of family members, or, just take care of things in general, I feel like you're now being really honest with yourself and sort of being like, okay, what do I need to do to get to where I want to go? Now is my time to be successful, okay? Also, with the Justice card, this is about contracts. So a lot of you are going to be making some major decisions and adjusting things within your workspace, even if you're not leaving your workspace. I feel like you're adjusting a balance here, where you are sort of severing ties with people or situations that, are energy vampires or do not feel right for you. And I feel like you're leading with equality. I feel like you are, if there's some sort of debate or problem at work, I feel like you're being impartial about a situation because you don't really want to get involved. You're not that sort of person who gets in the mix of the drama. But I feel like here that if there's been, I feel, for example, if you've been unfairly paid for work, you work really hard, perhaps you're doing 2 or 3 people's work, especially since the pandemic came in. A lot of people, companies have been downsizing, and keeping certain members on, and those members are having to do the work of 3 or 4 people because they've made others redundant, and etc., etc. So if you feel like you've been overworked, I feel like you may be looking at other opportunities where you can get more money. And I do see a contract coming on in for a lot of you where there's an opportunity to earn more money than before, and it is actually something that you love doing. Okay, we got the Strength card, which is about the struggles that you've been going through, you will overcome. Okay, because this is in the resistance position. So anything that has angered you, or anything that has felt really frustrating, or you felt, I mean, sometimes the Strength card in this position can talk about self-sabotage. And because you've got the 5 of Swords there, they're indicating at the root, there could be a bit of self-sabotage in terms of your career, my beautiful Sagittarians, that is connected to confidence sometimes. Even though you know that you're capable of doing all of the things in order to be successful and achieve your personal goals and your career goals, sometimes you may doubt your wonderful self and feel a little bit nervous or a little bit of fear, wondering if you are up for the challenge. And actually you are. You're confident, you're talented, you're intelligent, you are, they're giving me the word personable. You're personable as well. So I feel like, you know, you're capable of building really strong ties within your workspace. Even if you are an independent and you are freelance and you work alone, I feel like you're capable of getting the right contacts and clients in order to thrive in business. Now, also, they're giving me this element of passion. There's going to be like this boost of energy where you just feel calm and in control, but you've got so much energy that you start to really focus on your career like never before. And that's really highlighted by that Virgo full moon. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. You're capable of achieving great money, huge amount of wealth, and also a lot of abundance coming your way. You're making really good decisions. And I feel some of you, and I don't really like to talk about this much, but because it normally means someone has passed. So if you have already had someone pass belonging to you, this is not something that is going to come. This is something that has passed already. If someone has already sort of transitioned to the other side already and they've left a legacy of money towards you, some sort of inheritance, I feel like some of you may be actually setting up your own business or thinking about implementing it to set up a business that you really care about. And it will be very financially rewarding. But I feel at the bottom of this is you stepping back and observing the results of what you've built through your dedication, your hard work. And I feel like you're going to be really proud. You're going to take ownership of the progress that you've made. And I feel you're going to be really proud of yourself at how far you have come. Okay, so I feel this is a large amount of money, but it comes from the fact that you know a lot. You bring a lot to the table. So therefore, I feel you're intrinsically meant to succeed because of the amount of knowledge and dedication you have. Also, using your intuition is very important for you too. Now, the outcome position is very, very positive. We've got the Magician card here. So this means that you are capable of accomplishing your personal goals or your dreams. Having confidence, you can accomplish any goal. Okay, the Magician card says thoughts become things. So you're actually bringing your dreams to life when you get this card. This is your ability to be very shrewd, to initiate change within your life, and also you have the power. Okay, you actually have more power than you recognize sometimes. Now, don't shoot the messenger when I say this. What they're indicating is that sometimes there is a little bit of how can I put that? Focus issue. Okay, so they're just indicating keep focus, keep your eye on the prize, as it were, and keep that focus and keep that drive and keep moving forward because you will be very successful. This is Aries energy, so I feel like this is you achieving great things, using your passion, your energy, your drive, and the Magician has all the tools on the table. You know, they've got the fire, water, earth, air elements on the table. They've got the swords, the cups, the pentacles, the wands. So you've got all the tools you need to be very, very powerful and summon things towards you through your actions. So I feel like, you know, you're inspired to take action. You have a dream, and you'll have the materials to do so. You'll be very resourceful, and you will build upon those materials in the physical sense. But also, you're great at communicating as well. So you'll negotiate better deals and things like that. It's crossed by a Knight of Swords. So I feel like there is a big life change here. So either some sort of offer is coming on in, and it is you merging either with a new company, for example. Doesn't have to be that you're going solo, but I do feel like an independent kind of energy here. So maybe you're merging with another company, but you are having a bit more independence to express yourself within your career in some way and make more money. The Knight of Swords is basically lifestyle change, okay? This is about having the courage to change your situation. You can go the distance. This is an enterprising card. So some of you are going to have brilliant ideas and like just know that you're on the right track and that you actually implement them. The Knight of Swords is someone who says they're going to do something and then does it. So that's what you're sort of exhibiting, okay? I feel like things are going to gather momentum for you. I just feel like there's this sort of courage and warrior or warrioress type spirit that is rising within you. And I feel like you're going to make some really quick changes that actually help you. They just said the words cut loose, cut loose. So either you are cutting loose. There's something here about, you know, like that Pinocchio thing with the strings. You're cutting loose from something. So either, for example, there may be some sort of raise or promotion that arises in your workspace, and you know you've been it actually takes you away from somebody who's been causing disruption in the office. It removes you physically by giving you a new space and new money coming on in. Or you're actually looking further afield and currently looking at jobs in order to enhance your skills but build financially as well. The Knight of Swords says you're capable of making those decisions and taking action to get what you truly desire. Now some of you are actually going to be physically moving because the Chariot card isn't there, but for some reason they're showing me a Chariot card. I'm going to pull a quick card on that and see if they're going to give me that Chariot card. But the Knight of Swords says there's movement and big lifestyle change. So some of you may actually be starting something that was a dream opportunity that you wanted to do when you were younger, for example, and you never got around to doing it, or you abandoned it for whatever reason, or it was on hold. I mean, I just get this energy of you reconnecting to that and being able to completely like fly with it, okay? Now they're just showing me like a meadow, okay, of lots of flowers just in the breeze, moving back and forth. It's a bright sunny day. At the top of this is like a hill. I do see a house there, and you know, it looks like one of these old sort of red barn type houses. So either, I mean, maybe you're just trying to pay, you know, save money to buy a house in the country or something like that, or you're visiting somebody who lives there, or you've just seen an image of something like that. As you've been, because I see someone actually searching for houses. Maybe you're searching for where you belong, or where you, maybe you're looking to move out of the city, for example, and live in the countryside. So please take it as it resonates. We've also got the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant is learning. So some of you are going to put yourself on a course of learning, whether it's courses online or in person, and socially distancing and all of those things. I feel like you're learning something, learning new skills. Now you've got talent and you've got skills all by yourself. You've got everything you need. But in order to take a certain avenue in life, I feel like you may be taking a traditional route of learning in order to get maybe a certificate or something, because the Justice card can be about like contracts or certificates and things like that that make you official in some way. Which again comes back to that Pinocchio thing. You know, he was a wooden puppet boy, but he wanted to be a real boy, you know. So I feel like this could be you getting a certificate of like authenticity, that it's almost like you knew you could do what you can do, but then a governing body gives you like a certificate to say, yeah, thumbs up, trust this person, they know what they're talking about. So there could be something, some of you out there putting yourself on a course of learning to get qualifications or some sort of certificate to prove that you're awesome at what you do. And you will get that certificate, okay? The Hierophant is about tradition and guidance. So some of you may be looking at, for example, if you're setting up your own YouTube channel, you may look at YouTubers and see how they're implementing their channels, and you know, everybody's going to have a different idea of what they want to express, and you will use your authentic voice to express what you want to. But I feel like you're learning the ropes. It's almost like, and this came up in the Scorpio reading, so perhaps you've got Scorpio placements, you're learning the rules to not break the rules, but to make your own rules. Okay, I feel like you want to express your wonderful authentic self, especially with that Knight of Swords. Communication really is important in your career, and I feel like you will be honest, open, and move forward because people enjoy your honesty and they enjoy your pace. They enjoy you. It's like what they see is what they get with you, and they really enjoy it. You're honest and brave and have courage, and I feel you know when it is the right moment to move forward on something. And the Hierophant, I mean, the Hierophant can also be about like sometimes it's called a marriage card because it's about contracts. So again, there's this element of you getting either a new contract, or perhaps you're setting up your own business and you're dealing with paperwork that requires signing and things like that in order to make it all official. I feel respect is a word that people are going to be using when they think of you quite heavily, my beautiful Sagittarians. And I feel the Hierophant, some of you are actually deciding that the knowledge that you have, you will sort of give it to others as well, be a tutor, a teacher, or some sort of someone who guides others. So people may come to you for advice, for example, later on down the line, or you're wanting to get into a teaching field where you impart your skills to people to help them level up as well, okay? Also with the Hierophant, this is about you connecting to your higher self, connecting to source, implementing sort of spiritual practices, things like the law of attraction, things like cosmic ordering. I really feel like you're calling this in. You're magnetizing this opportunity towards you that actually is connected to a lot of wealth as well. So I feel like you're on the right track, and I feel like you're working with laser-like focus because I feel you're trying to take a step back from distraction, okay? So I'll leave it there. I'm just going to with the Knight, they said I'm not finished. Okay, thank you so much. I'm sure grateful. Then see what I mean? Like the Virgo full moon is a very critical energy, and even source and energy, can also exhibit that throughout readings as well. So Knight of Swords, they're indicating that there is some sort of communication that comes towards you in the second week of April. Second week of April, very important for you. Second week of April, there is a major communication coming towards you that changes everything, okay? Could you give me a signifier for my beautiful Sagittarians? Oh, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. They're actually giving me, four-leaf clover. They're giving me an image of it. It doesn't mean that you may find one in the grass. I feel like this is a symbol that you're going to see over the next 4 to 5 weeks. It could be on a billboard, it could be on a product, it could be they're showing me like a little keychain or a necklace type thing that someone gives as a gift or something like that. It's a four-leaf clover, okay? And I mean, of course, four-leaf clovers represent luck. So they're also giving me the words honeysuckle, honeysuckle. So maybe it's the name of a company, or it's definitely a name of a flower, and we're coming into spring. So perhaps there's a connection there, or maybe someone gave you a bunch of flowers, or you bought some flowers that are honeysuckle. But I feel honeysuckle is like sweet, it's sweet smelling. Okay, so I feel like this is sweet reward. It could be the name, as I said, of a business, and it's got a four-leaf clover on as a logo or something like that. So please look out for that over the next 4 to 5 weeks. It is a symbol that things are changing for the positive for you, and that there's some really great news coming on in towards you. But ultimately, I feel like you're changing your destiny based on some decisions that you're making, major ones that align you with your dream job, or a dream opportunity that feels a little bit exhilarating, but also a little bit nerve-wracking, okay? But I feel like you're going to feel the fear and do it anyway, okay? I'm just going to get some final cards for you, my beautiful Sagittarians. Can you please clarify? I'm actually going to pull a quick card before we close because they were giving me that Chariot card energy. Now the Chariot card, some of you may be buying cars, for example, or moving or relocating, but I feel more that this is connected to success, so I will pull a card and see. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Grand Angels. So, very important. These are the Personal Power Oracle deck by DREWIT, and these are things to remember over the next 4 to 5 weeks. I am responsible for my life, okay? So, it's number 5. And I feel that's maybe where the tension is coming. You feel a lot of responsibility, but not just for yourself, for others as well. Sometimes you feel so much responsibility for your family, which is wonderful, of course, because you care so deeply, but sometimes it can impede you and make you feel a little bit nervous, and a little bit, some fear wells up within you because you feel like, oh, this is such a big task, because it's not just me that's at stake, it's others too. So I feel like they really want you to be aware that do something for you. Make sure you're doing something for you. That's not a selfish act. It is actually giving you time to breathe and focus on yourself, and not have energy scattered trying to focus on everybody. And of course you will have to do that as we navigate life, but they want you to know that it's okay to take some time out for you. Okay, very important. We've also got I am authentic, number 37. And that's your path. Okay, as I said, you want to be your wonderful authentic self. You always lead with integrity and honesty, and it's number 37. When you reduce it, 3 + 7 is 11. Is it? No, it's not. It's 10. They just said, no, it's not. It's 10. Thank you so much. I'm sure grateful. 3 + 7 is 10, which is the number of endings and new beginnings. I always say there's never an ending. It's just a new beginning. You decide to restart something because you want to find a different way of doing it, or you want to inject some new energy into your life. You shed things that are not necessary. It's like a rebirth rather than an ending, because that signals, an ending kind of signals that there is nothing else. But if you see it as a rebirth, a cycle, I'm a Scorpio energy, so I'm all about the cycle of life. We transition, it's never ending, okay? And you're leading with authenticity. Now, we've also got I am confident, very important number. It's number 45. When you reduce it, it's 9. 5 + 4 is 9. That's the hermit energy, which is about wisdom. It's also about enlightenment, and it is the wise old sage. And I always say it, my beautiful Sagittarians, your root word of Sagittarius is sage. You've come here with knowledge that nobody else has come here with. You are unique, all by yourself. Remember, they're showing me the fingerprints. Sometimes they do that when they want me to make you aware that there's no one else in the whole world who's got your fingerprints, okay? That's your unique power. You're different. You're meant to be here. You got here because you're meant to be here, and you're meant to achieve something within the whole career space and life space and sort of life's purpose path for a reason. So I feel like you're going to be very successful, and confidence is the key. Also, they want you to be aware of this. There's a world map on the background there. They're actually showing me someone buying a globe. They're showing me someone buying a globe, like an old-fashioned globe, where, you know, one of those, and you spin it and you sort of like see where the countries are all around the world. So if you just bought that as a gift for somebody, or you're buying it for yourself as an ornament, I mean, it looks beautiful. It really looks very beautiful, the one that you're buying. But they're just showing me you buying that. So if that's you, there's something in this message for you. If it does not connect to you in the physical sense, it can mean that you're thinking about working abroad, or that you're wondering where you belong in the world, and you're trying to find your place through your career as well, okay? They're just asking me to look at the map. Look at the map. So they're just giving me okay, they're giving me two things. One is Arctic Circle. They're pointing at Arctic Circle, and then they're pointing at Devon. It looks like an N Devon. Okay, so I mean, either your name is Devon, or N Devon, or that's the place where you're from, or Arctic Circle. I mean, Arctic Circle is like very cold place. I mean, maybe it's about you finding your true north, so, or finding your place. Please take it as it resonates. I'm not really sure how it resonates with you. I feel like that's very precise for somebody out there. I'm just going to pull a quick card before I close the reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What else do they need to know before we close the reading? The King of Pentacles in the reverse. That's basically that card. I feel like it's like, don't invest if you feel like it's not rewarding. I feel also there's a jealous person connected to you at the moment, or there's someone that is jealous of your skills. But the King of Pentacles in the reverse is like, don't do it for the money, okay? Do it for the love, and the money flows from there. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. The Five of Cups, yeah. Ooh, okay, that's not for you, okay? That's totally, let me just see. No, that's not for you, okay? I sort of bumped my hand there and they all fell out. I only take ones that just jump out of the pack. And that was my fault. I just sort of bumped all of those cards out. So we'll just go again. Oops. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. You got a Five of Cups here. So they're indicating you letting go of something that has been really... I hope you heard that knock there. There was a huge knock on my floor. Okay, and there's nobody here. So it's just me. So if that's... confirmation. I hope you caught it on camera. Sometimes it doesn't get caught on camera, but we got the Five of Cups there. Now the Five of Cups is let go of anything that you felt like you lost out on, or if someone's trying to create an environment where they sort of alienate you. I feel like let it go and let it flow. I feel like if you've experienced some sort of loss or difficulty recently, they're indicating that there is something greater on its way. You just can't see it yet, okay? This card can connect to like sacrifice. You've made a lot of sacrifices and you may be asking, is it worth it? Financially, some of those have not been worth it at this time, but that's all about to change. They're showing me the Four of Wands here, which is about celebration, a win. This is like a finish line of something. Maybe you're finishing a project or something, but I feel like it's like, don't do it for the money. If you connect to your heart space and do something for love, the money will flow from there. And I feel like you're about to win something really big, okay? Now they're actually showing me, oh, I don't really want to say what they're showing me because they're showing me someone scratching something out. So it's like a reveal of something, okay? And I feel like you may be happy with the outcome. Let's put it that way. I'm just going to leave it like that, okay? I'll leave it like that. Thank you so much, my beautiful Sagittarians. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me, okay? Thank you so much. Oh no, they said the trinkets. What is going on with this reading? This reading is like really off the charts. We've got a beautiful symbol. We've got the peace symbol, the yin and the yang, finding that balance, that harmony, but most important, the peace. They actually want me to put it on the Ace of Cups on the lotus flower. So whatever this opportunity is that's coming on in, it brings you a lot of peace. Okay, as I'm putting it down, they've just said sanguinity. Sanguinity. Now sanguinity, sanguine, I mean the root word of that is blood, okay? So it could be sanguinity like maybe blood, sweat, and tears. Or it could be that there's an energy vampire, for example, in your world. I'm going to have to look it up, sanguinity. I mean, it may be a surname or a place name or something like that. So please take it as it resonates. I'm really going this time. And I will say thank you so much for listening. And I hope something resonates. And love and light.